Hello, Ninth and O. This is Devotionables, brief devotions for busy people. My friend Gabe has invited me in for, obviously, the holiday, the Christmas season, to talk about a devotion centered around some sort of Christmas song. And I chose Silent Night. And before I get into the devotion piece of it, I'll tell you why I picked Silent Night. Many, many moons ago, on a Christmas Eve in 1818, in Austria, Joseph Mohr had a need for a new song. And he had written a poem a few years earlier, and legend has it that the organ was not working. What do? Well, you know what you need to do. You need to find a guitar player. So he called up his good friend, Franz Gruber, armed with his trusty guitar, and he came to the rescue. And Franz Gruber, you can count on that guy because you can always count on a guitar player to come through for you. And Silent Night, the poem and the song came together, and Christmas was saved in 1818. But anyhow, enough about the history of the song. Let's talk about the devotion. When I think of Silent Night, I kind of think of two things. I think of a humble entrance and a peace that passes all understanding. So with a humble entrance, I think of Holy Infant, so tender and mild. In Isaiah, there are many prophecies of the birth of Christ. A few to mention would be in Isaiah 7:14. It says, "Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and his name should be called Emmanuel." And then Isaiah 9:6, it says, "To us a child is born, to us a son is given." And we get to the New Testament, and all of a sudden, Luke 11 says, "Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord." And it's wild to me to think that Jesus could come to us in any way He wants. He could have taken on flesh as just this mighty warrior, but He decided to humble Himself, being born as just a tender baby boy. And yet that fragile baby would grow and at one point take on the weight of the world's sin. He would die for us and He would conquer death. But yet He started as just this baby. It's just an amazing thing. It reminds me that Jesus can reveal Himself to anyone, anytime, and in any means He pleases. A peace that passes all understanding. It says, "Sleep in heavenly peace." And I just got this feeling that the night that He was born, if it was truly nighttime, it probably wasn't that peaceful. If anybody's been around when a baby's been born, it's not the most peaceful moment in life. So I'm not sure if the song necessarily means there was a lot of peace that night, especially being in some semblance of a stable with animals and sounds and shepherds and everything that goes with that. But I think the song paints a picture of Jesus giving us rest. And the song continues to build into being that peace of that baby sleeping into a peace that comes to us. And Jesus came to bring us salvation and ultimately peace through that salvation. Ephesians 2:17 and Matthew 11:28 and 30 speak of the peace that Christ offers, and I will read those. In Ephesians it says, "He came and He preached peace to you who were far off, and peace to those who are near." And then in Matthew 11 it says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest in your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Our Savior Jesus humbled Himself to truly meet us right where we are, and He offers us peace. The gospel message itself is one of peace for a lost and fallen world. No matter how you celebrate Christmas, whether it's all the hustle and bustle and glitter and things like that, or if it's in a much more subdued way, just know that Jesus is calling us all, and He can give us all a silent night. Thanks for stopping by.